Each day, the Newfoundland and Labrador English School District has over 750 buses, conducting over 1,200 bus runs and transporting over 45,000 students to schools around our district. Our buses travel some 9 million kilometers every school year, and we take great pride in transporting the world's most precious cargo, our students. The objective of the video you're about to watch is how we at the Newfoundland and Labrador English School District would like our students, bus drivers, and our employees to transport our students every day to ensure their safety. In this video, you will see safe practices and procedures that will help our students get to their bus stops, get on the bus, evacuate in case of emergency, and arrive at school safely. We hope you enjoy our video and have a safe day and bus rides. School bus safety is everyone's concern, from the drivers who operate the buses, to the teachers who guide students on and off the buses, to the students themselves who ride the buses to and from school each day, to the parents, guardians, and the general public who entrust us with student safety. We all need to work together to make sure the daily bus run is a safe and enjoyable experience for all. A school bus is a rather large vehicle. At 35 feet in length, it's one of the largest vehicles on our roads and highways. A bus can carry up to 70 passengers, and the driver assumes a lot of responsibility each day for the safety of the passengers and the care of the bus vehicle. That safety requires everyone traveling on the bus to follow a series of rules, which are located at the front of the bus.
The rules of the bus.
Practice good conduct, just like in the classroom. Be courteous and avoid rude language. Do not eat or drink on the bus. Keep the bus clean. Cooperate with the driver at all times. Do not smoke or vape on the bus. Do not damage the bus or bus equipment. Stay in your seat. Keep your head, hands, and your feet inside the bus at all times. Do not push or make physical contact with others. Do not tamper with the bus equipment. Do not bring pets on the bus. Do not bring flammable material on the bus. Remember, the driver can assign seats if necessary. And have a safe trip. With respect to what can be taken on the bus, all belongings must be stored securely and safely so that it cannot come in contact with passengers in the event of a collision. No large items, such as musical instruments or sports equipment, are permitted on the bus. Should you have any questions about this, please ask the bus driver or the school principal. The bus driver needs to have good visibility at all times. If someone or something is too close to the bus, the driver may not be able to see it. The diagram on your screen shows the zones that can be considered dangerous if students are inside them. You should avoid these zones at all times. This includes an area that is 10 feet or 3 meters from the full perimeter of the bus. The most dangerous areas within the zone are located at the front of the bus and on the back right-hand corner of the bus, starting midway down the right side. There are some simple guidelines that you can follow to ensure your safety as you make your way onto the bus. Be on time and avoid having to run to the bus stop. Walk on the side of the road, avoiding traffic. Look both ways before crossing the street. Avoid the danger zone. Line up one at a time and board the bus only after it has come to a complete stop. Always use the handrail. When you are on the bus, you should stay in your seat facing forward and talking quietly. When you leave the bus, you should do so in the same manner, making sure you take all your belongings with you. And above all, you need to remember that the bus driver is in charge at all times. It is important for you to listen and to cooperate with the driver.
Getting on and off the bus in a safe way.
Now, let's look at the correct way to get on and off the bus. If you have to cross the street to board the bus, watch for cars and obey traffic signals and signals from the bus driver. Ensure the driver sees you crossing the street. Boarding and getting off the bus should be done in a safe manner at all times. Ensure the bus comes to a complete stop before boarding or exiting. Board the bus in a single line and do not push or crowd other students. When all is clear, the bus driver will make the final decision to depart. On the return trip from school, offloading will be the same as boarding. Wait for the bus to come to a complete stop and listen for directions from the bus driver. Exit in a single line and watch for traffic and obey signals if you have to cross the street.
Operation of the bus doors.
In the fleet of buses, we have 3 different types of doors: the manually operated door, the air, and the electric. This particular bus is the electric, and controls are on the steering wheel. It's just a push button. In case of an emergency, you would get up, pull on the handle, and push out. This particular bus is a manually operated bus. You just push down on the lever and push out on the door. And this bus uses the air-operated function. You just push down on the switch. In case of an emergency, you just pull up on the lever and push out on the door.
Emergency evacuation procedures.
School buses are generally a very safe way to travel. However, there's always the possibility that an emergency may happen, and we want everyone to be prepared. In the event of an emergency, it may be necessary to evacuate the bus. Practicing good evacuation procedures is important to make sure everyone gets safely off the bus. There are a number of evacuation procedures that the driver can choose from depending on the circumstances. The driver will decide which type of evacuation is best, and you should follow the driver's instructions quickly and without question. In the case of an emergency situation, a calm approach to the situation is the first priority. Students should evacuate the bus in the shortest amount of time possible. They should listen to the driver at all times and leave all personal items on the bus. Bus driver Tina will demonstrate various procedures involved in evacuating the school bus.
Front door evacuation.
Attention students, we are going to do a front door evacuation. John and Kirk, I need one of you to be the helper and one to take them to the safe spot.
In the case of a front door evacuation from the bus, the driver will direct the front monitor to exit the bus to assist students at the front exit and appoint the first student off the bus to lead the students to a safe place, at least 100 feet or 30 meters away from the bus. The driver will exit through the front door of the bus after checking for students before exiting.
Rear door evacuation.
Attention students, we are doing a rear door evacuation. John and Kirk, I need you to be the helpers outside the door, and Mark, you be the leader to take them to the safe spot.
In the case of a rear door evacuation from the bus, the driver will direct the rear monitor to exit the bus to assist students at the rear exit and appoint the first student off the bus to lead the students to a safe place, at least 100 feet or 30 meters away from the bus. The driver will exit the rear door of the bus after checking for students after he or she exits the bus.
Split evacuation. Front and rear door.
Attention students, we're doing a split evacuation. Caitlin, I need you to be the helper in front, and Jen, you take them to the safe spot. John and Kirk, you be the helpers in the back, and Mark, you take them to the safe spot.
In the case of a split evacuation, an evacuation from the front and rear exits of the bus, the driver will direct the front monitor to exit the bus to assist students at the front exit and appoint the first student off the bus to lead students to a safe place, at least 100 feet or 30 meters from the bus. The driver will also direct the rear monitor and helper to assist students at the rear door and direct the first student off the bus to lead students to a safe place, at least 100 feet or 30 meters from the bus. Students sitting in the mid-front of the bus would exit through the front door of the bus, while students behind the midpoint of the bus would exit through the rear doors. The driver will exit via the rear door of the bus, checking for students on the way out.
Window evacuation.
Attention students, we are going to do a window evacuation. Brock and Adam, I need you to be the first ones out to be the helpers, and Sarah, you take them to the safe spot.
In the event of a window evacuation from the bus, the exit will take place wherever possible, through the window furthest away from oncoming traffic. The student nearest the side window will open the window according to directions. The student sitting near the window will assist in holding the window open through their own window. Students will exit the bus feet first, holding onto the window opening. The molding on the outside of the bus will provide a toe hold to assist students in climbing down the side of the bus. Once outside, the first two students will assist others in evacuating, especially the younger children. Students will move to a safe area at least 100 feet or 30 meters from the bus.
Rollover evacuation.
In the case of the extreme, where the bus may be involved in a rollover, the roof hatch would be used as the method of evacuation. When a roof evacuation is to take place, the students nearest the hatch should open it according to the directions. Once the hatch has been opened, both bus monitors should assist the students in exiting, beginning with students at the rear of the bus unless there is a present danger at the front of the bus. Appointed helpers should assist with students on the outside of the bus. Students will move to a safe area at least 100 feet or 30 meters from the bus. The rear door may also serve as an escape route in the event of a bus rollover. The first two people off the bus should hold the door open and assist others before finding their way to a safe place at least 100 feet or 30 meters from the bus.
Alternate needs student scenario.
In the case of a student with alternate needs, such as a student who uses a wheelchair, an evacuation can be done by the driver and an assistant who will use a blanket to transport the student during an emergency evacuation. Again, the student assistant, and the driver will join the others away from the bus and possible danger. If a seatbelt is being used, it can quickly be removed by the student before evacuation.
Visible smoke in the bus.
Should an emergency occur which results in smoke in the bus, remain calm. Listen for instructions from the bus driver or supervising adult on the bus. Get as low as possible and remain low to avoid rising smoke. Proceed as quickly and as orderly as possible to the nearest accessible exit that is in the opposite direction of the smoke. Students will move to a safe area at least 100 feet or 30 meters from the bus. The bus driver or supervising adult will check the bus to make sure that no students remain and exit the bus away from the smoke.
Emergency equipment on the bus.
You should also know that each school bus is equipped with a set of safety equipment. That includes the bus radio or other two-way communication device located near the driver, bus safety flares, which will be used as markers in an emergency, the first aid kit, and fire extinguisher. There is also a bus seatbelt cutter located in the locker next to the driver, which can be used to make a fast, angled cut through a seatbelt strap in an emergency. When buses travel, load, and unload in areas where there is a lot of traffic, there is always a need for increased awareness, caution, and concern.
Hi, I'm Corporal Wanda Lee Jenkins with the Gander Municipal Police. Always remember that when red lights are flashing on a school bus, it does not mean traffic is going to stop. Look both ways before you cross the street. As a reminder to drivers, please always stop for the flashing lights on a school bus. The penalties are severe if you do not, but most importantly, the potential consequences are far worse. My message is, be safe, take an extra look.
As always, winter roads and slippery roads bring even greater awareness and safety for all. Stopping distances in winter can be even longer. Emergency stops can be even more difficult to perform on slippery roads. Visibility on snowy days can decrease for the driver. Early morning and late afternoon trips are sometimes done in darkness as winter daylight hours decrease. Safety issues become even more challenging during these months. School bus safety is everyone's responsibility. Working together, we can all play a part in making this form of travel safe and worry-free for everyone.